It's windy, it's cold, it's that time of the year again. Time for an annual inspection. And on top of that, I found out that the bracket for my tail wheel mount is broken. So I'm grounded. Let me break down for you guys. We as aircraft owners must perform every year an annual inspection. It's a way for us to make sure everything is working, nothing is broken. If there's anything about to break, we can fix it before we can legally fly again. I like to break my annual inspection in 4 different categories: engine, propeller, airframe, and avionics. This year I'm doing a few additional things to make sure my engine continues to run well. Because I run 100% low lead exclusively, every 500 hours I remove the gearbox to clean all of the lead deposits. I change my oil every 30 hours and clean the bottom of the oil bucket, so my gearbox came out pretty clean. I highly recommend using Decalent. It basically burns most of the lead during combustion. If you run 100% low lead partially or full time, it's a must to make sure you don't accumulate any lead on the gearbox. In addition to the gearbox, I'm also inspecting my carbs. I like to do that around 200 hours to make sure everything is working well. During the engine inspection, I found a small leak on my cylinder number 3. My mechanic suggests we take it off and do a lap around the cylinder edge to create a better seal. I had the same issue on cylinder number 2 last year, and I haven't had any issues since. I'm also changing the spark plugs, tightening all the hoses, make sure the compressions are within specifications, and there are no cracks on the exhaust. There are a bunch of other little things we inspect to make sure the engine is safe, healthy, and ready for another year. So my propeller is sort of unique. It's an in-flight adjustable which the manufacturer went out of business 10 years ago. So I inspect and lubricate the hubs every year. However, in order to lubricate the hubs, I need to take everything apart, which is a pain in my this engineer that designed this without thinking of the guys servicing it. But I love the in-flight adjustable prop. The airframe major items to be inspected are potential cracks in the frame itself. Because we give these little planes some pretty good beating, it's always a good idea to put extra attention on that. Another section we place a great deal of attention is the control surfaces and the linkage to make sure all of the hinges, cables, pulleys are free and well lubricated. I noticed the header tank has a very small seep on its fitting, so because it's an older tank, I decided to change with a new aluminum type. Since everything's taken apart, I'm also installing a new camera under the fuselage. It's the best time to route the wiring. With the new 29 tires being so high, I can't see anything, and the camera will be great, especially that integrates directly with the Garmin GTX Touch. Look at this horrible design where the tail attaches to the frame. It's cracked. I'm grounded until I fix it. Oh, by the way, I need to find good enough welder not to burn my airplane down. As far as avionics goes, unless you're making an upgrade, putting a new GPS or putting a DSB, I like to make sure the wiring is nice and secure, the database are up to date, and my checklists on the iPad and the Garmin G3X are also up to date. Alright guys, Hope you enjoyed tagging along with my annual, and hopefully I can get this tailpiece welded soon so I can get back in the air. Oh, by the way, I don't really curse at all. I was just trying to have some fun. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.